right. It tilted up nice. It's a little wet in spots. Not really wet. It's soft. But we got nice moist dirt. So I got an acre to do here, and it's getting dark. So I am going to do my peas with the plot master. I'll have it set down just nowhere near as deep as I was doing to till it. Just enough to break it up and give me some lines for the seeds to fall in. And a tip with this: make sure the chains are unhooked, because it'll ride. It won't pivot down. That was what happened to me the other day. So I'm going to blast this out, and then I do Brassica and Forage turnips and things like that by hand. I don't have the other one with me, but I got this one, and we're going to plant some Forage turnips over it, and then I'm going to cultipack that down, and then it's supposed to rain in a couple days. Not a monsoon like we had over here that I fixed, but I will be finishing this in the dark without a doubt. And then tomorrow, Sunday, we got one more to do. And something I forgot to mention that's kind of important: I have about 75 pounds of the winter forage peas that I'm going to spread over this acre, and then since it's in a mix, 50 to 75 pounds, because I'm mixing it with the winter forage turnips, which I got about, in a mix, if you're mixing it over an acre, about 5 pounds. 4 to 5, I got probably about 5.5. So let me get to it before it's too dark. All right, well, the peas are in. I'm not overly confident of what a great job the plot master did or didn't do, but I guess we'll find out. We'll see how much I wasted, but it is getting dark, and I am going to spread the forage turnips by hand now, and then roll it really, really slow in the dark. Hopefully before I see any coyotes, because I did not bring my sidearm out today, because I came right from a kid's birthday party right to here. I kind of leave that stuff at home when I'm doing something like that. But all right, let me get through this real quick. All right, this is the food plot I finished up last night in the dark. So we got all our forage turnips in and our winter peas. Everything's been covered over, cultipacked down. Looks a lot different than when we started, and that muddy mess. I did dig out down there, so when we do get some rain, it doesn't puddle up down there. So super excited about this one. This one's just about an acre, a little more, because it goes down over there, and so it should be a great one. And then we got that one more left to do, and this afternoon, and then after that we're just gonna wait. We got rain coming. The first one I did, the video I did the other day when I kept calling everything radishes instead of turnips, we had that rain that Friday. It did bring the seed up to the top. Everything did sprout. But we're having rain coming this week, so I'm not too worried about it. If some of it is a little on the high side, not covered, because as long as it stays moist, it should keep going. If not, I'm either gonna have to water it or cover with hay. So we'll see, and I'll keep you updated on all these. We are at food plot number 3. I did the other one like I showed you. Very similar to like we did the first one. Just happened to do it at night, so there wasn't a lot of filming. But here's our last one. Got decent termination, but there's a lot of scrubby stuff, and it is not the best of soil. So we're going to take the plot master, see what it happens, see how good we can till this up. Last year we had the sweet freeze Brassica in here, and what else did we do? Then we did the cereal rye at the end, and I planted that in October, and that's when the big old buck was right there, and I missed him. So anyways, let's see how this tills up, and we'll go from there as far as what I want to plant here. Well, as you can see, it's Izzy's turn. I burned a few laps all the way around. I'll do it a couple more times. It really should have been sprayed again, but like I said, bad timing on my part. So We'll might have to save this one with cereal rye like we did last year, but we'll see what happens. I'm still figuring out what I'm planting. Here comes Hot Rod. All right, it's all tilled up. Doesn't look as pretty up here, but all that stuff is dead, I assure you. And then down there, tilled it up nice. Not horribly too long to do, about 2 hours. Satisfied enough to throw some seed. Now on this plot, I'm going to use, made my mind up, I've had 2 bags of Generation 2 white soybean blend sitting in my shop for the last year or so because I was waiting for Plot Master to come in and it never did. I know it's late to plant soybeans, being August, what is it? August what? 28th. I feel like I'm kind of wasting them because they're glyphosate tolerant, they're inoculated, all that other fun stuff. But they may not reach full maturity, but they'll do something. And if I keep them sitting around, they're not going to be doing anything, since I only bought them 2 years ago because that was the only seed I could find. So I have no views or particular success or failure with them. But we're going to try it, see what happens. And then we're going to mix up I was originally going to do just Brassica over here, but I changed my mind. And we're just going to do the Forage turnips. I know I'm going to mix. I normally put Brassica over here. I was going to do that, but I was just trying to burn up some of that old seed. And this food plot is not the biggest attractant on the property. But, so we're going to put the soybeans in, and then I'm going to use the Forage turnips by Northwoods Whitetail Inc. And yes, the last video I made, I kept calling them radishes. I had to keep writing on their turnips, so I apologize for that. I just get busy and thinking of what we're trying to do and trying to cram all this information into these little videos that sometimes aren't too little. So we're going to get to this, and we're going to use the Plot Master for the soybeans and sprinkle that out, disc while I do it, and drag the drag rake behind it and cold pack it, and then we will spread these by hand. Okay, so Izzy is going to spread the Forage turnip over this, which I went, put the beans down. I see a lot of pink up top, but I'm sure a lot of it got covered, and it's kind of pressed in, most of it. But I think a lot of it is because this up here is rocky, down here is nice and loomy, and down here, you know, there's some that are on the surface, but they're pressed. I think we'll be okay because we're having chance of rain in the next 3 days. If not, then I'll be out here watering, which should be fun. So Izzy's going to spread this up, and then we're going to roll it all out again, cold pack it down. She got the battery operated one. Lazy with the battery operated one, but I actually like that one the best. Yeah, keep going until it's all gone. And once you go back and forth that way, go short ways.
Now he's using the rolling tool on the Plot Master to flatten all the seeds into the ground, to roll them all, just to make sure they're under the ground.
I'd like to add about food plots. You can do one, you can do however many you're doing. It's a lot of hard work, and I don't care what kind of equipment you have. It's not easy. It is kind of, even though it's a hobby, it does get kind of stressful. But you know, I do have some rocks to pick out of this one. And like I said in the other video, don't get discouraged. Some years are going to be better than others. There's stuff that's out of our control weather-wise. And I can water most of these, all 3 of these, if I really want to. But it'll be a definite nuisance. But everything looks pretty good. And kind of glad it's over. It's been a long couple days. So now it's time to sit back and wait. Hopefully great results. Just don't get discouraged. It's not easy stuff. If it was easy, everybody that hunted deer would do it. You know, granted, you have to have a place to do it, but it's rewarding when it happens. It's fun for me to watch the stuff grow, see what I've put together or didn't put together, and every year is a learning experience. I'm not a pro. As I said, 5 years into this, every year has gotten a little bit better. I've had problems and run into obstacles, but I haven't given up. Just like anything, you just don't give up. If you like it, keep going with it, and eventually you'll have that success. Maybe eventually I'll have a picture, just like on all the bags, of all the stuff we buy and all the magazines and all that stuff we drool over. But it's fun. I hope you guys are having a good time. All right, well, that is number 3 in the books for the year for our fall food plots. As you can see, all colts pack it down. So we'll see. This is the Plot Master's first year testing it for anything. I do have the soybean planter, the tubes and stuff, but obviously I'm not getting into all that this late in the season. So we'll see what happens with these and the other 2 food plots, and we will keep you updated as the weeks go by and into the hunting season. So
Make sure to subscribe to our notification bell, like this video, and comment down below.
catch you next time.